In the Tunnel Sports Talk Show. We're back. We're better. We got a new location. We got a little bit of a new format. We're gonna have some new sponsors as we come off our summer break and go into the fall. You got Dallas Melvin right here. We got our boy Basketball Malik in the house. What's going on, Malik?
How you doing, H-Town? What's up, baby?
And then, of course, we got Patrick the Truesdale. Tell us some truth, Pat.
Hey, we back. We ain't going nowhere. We're coming back strong.
All right.
I take a little bit on vacation, everybody, but we back and got the media company going, so we got some big things that popping, the show for the pop, and other big things for the football season. So I'm excited. Let's do the show right now, baby.
Already.
Well, I'm glad you're excited because we're gonna jump right into it. I know we're gonna get to the football, but we had some major off-season acquisitions going on. By the way, before we get started, you may notice a little difference in our background. We have a new home on the campus of U of H at What It Do Barbecue.
Right.
And if you ain't had What It Do Barbecue, you ain't did it yet. So make sure you make your way over here to U of H campus, right across the street from the stadium. Literally, you walk out the stadium and you'll see What It Do Barbecue. Come try them. They open 6 days a week, 7 days a week, pretty soon. And definitely, you want to come check them out for your tailgating experience if you come to any of the games on campus. So What It Do, we about to get it. What It does.
Already.
So
shout out to my boy Papa Joe, the owner. That's our guy. So
yep. Shout out to Papa Joe.
Papa Joe.
Making it happen for sure. We're gonna get him on. We're gonna get him on the show one of these days. We gonna remain a mystery right now.
And if you go to U of H game, this is the place to eat, right across from the football stadium. You can walk there. Of course, we'll be up doing a pop-up show for the Colorado game, so it's gonna be going down like that. So shout out to my boy Papa Joe and What It Do Barbecue. Hey, it's the place to be. The good food, everything you need.
So
inside and outside. Got
yeah,
patio.
we got patios out here for sure. As well as this nice, cool AC that we enjoy right now. So, welcome to H-Town KD. What y'all think about? What you think about that, Malik? What's KD gonna do for the Rockets this year?
Take us to the promised land.
Come on now.
Hey, hopefully. I think I called it last time we were on about if you can, you will make that move, get rid of Jalen Green for KD. They did do it. I think it makes them a contender, championship contender. Everybody healthy. And then the progression of Amen Thompson, the way he's going, he's going to be on some Scottie Pippen level stuff this year. So right now, they're championship contenders, but it's in a loaded West, so they have a lot of competition.
Yeah, what you think about KD?
I agree. I mean, KD is going to be a big factor. Everybody expects him to play the full. It's going to be like full season, but he's going to be one of them guys going to come in and do good. They're going to save him, play out time. He's going to be a big impact because of the experience and everything, and the trades we got going. And like I said, I've been having confidence in the Rockets. The head coach, this guy's putting it together, and it's crazy because this is the first time I've seen a lot of Houston fans who look at the football season right around the corner, but it's like, damn, we can't wait the basketball season.
Anticipate basketball.
And and you got some people that's diehard Houston fans, but you also have people diehard football fans, and they more excited about the basketball season. So it's gonna be all that division gonna be something serious. And the West is gonna be double strong. The best team in the East has been Boston, but it's like they got to look at the injury. Yeah, so that's something I know Malik can tell them about. We're going to be the hot team on the East Coast.
So
Indiana be back.
So hey, y'all know me. I'm more than happy to put my loyalties out there. I'm a Longhorn for sure. So I rock with KD. I've been rocking with him ever since he got in the league. He is a perennial All-Star, future Hall of Famer, probably one of the best scorers to ever touch the court.
Yes.
But I don't know if he enough. I don't know if he enough for them Rockets, period, because KD is getting a little older. And there is a recipe out there that if you beat up KD, then you have a chance to beat the team. So it's going to be incumbent upon Ume to make sure that he don't wear him out during the season, which means Some of them young bucks still gonna have to step up.
Right.
Alper Şengün, Amen Thompson gonna have to lock down the other team's best player. You still got Jabari. You got the point guard. So those guys gotta take up some minutes. So when playoff time comes, you don't have tired KD or worn out KD, because then you won't have a chance against, especially my boys up north.
All right, all right. First,
so we're gonna leave it at that because we got plenty of time.
But I got something to say.
All right, go ahead.
Check it out.
Oh my goodness.
I really believe with this coach, he's going to bring out the best in KD. KD needs to be challenged, and he will be challenged, especially defensively. The best defense I've ever seen him play was when he was with who? Golden State. When they won those 2 in a row, KD was playing great defense. You can look at the stats. I also believe re-signing Steven Adams and having Sengun down there gives us all we need down low, as well as the progression of Jabari Smith and Amin Thompson. Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. It's a championship quality team.
So my friend Malik,
I agree with you.
my friend Malik, I just got one question for you. Since you brought up the Golden State KD, who's a better ball player right now? Malik at Vanderbilt or Malik now? Who got more skills? Malik when he played at Vanderbilt, jumping
I
Athletic skills. Athletic skills. Can you do more when you was at Vanderbilt or you do more right now?
So when I was young,
KD,
skills, but look, you had one of his best efficient years.
We going back to Golden State KD. KD's been in 3 other teams since Golden State. Is that what we hoping for?
Has any other coach challenged?
Stay tuned.
Has any other coach
We're
challenged?
gonna give you the last word on that, Pat.
Well, I mean, I'm like Malik, everybody challenge him. And I think this will be the right guy, the right coach for him. Because he's laid back. He's not a leader. You don't need to be a leader, but we need him to step up at times and he have to say something. And like you said, this coach is going to get it out of him.
Yes.
That's how he is. That's why Greg got his ass ran out of time.
Okay.
And he's still like it is. So, it is what it is. But that's, like Malik said, I agree with him.
I get it.
Somebody to challenge.
I feel you. Y'all holding hands underneath the table.
Nah. Hey. This is what you really want to talk about. Hey. Their division is loaded.
Give me a hand.
Dallas is very good if they can stay healthy. If they can stay healthy.
Let's talk about Dallas.
If they can stay healthy.
Talking about old man KD.
You gonna get a jersey?
Second oldest player in the league behind
This
LeBron.
Cooper flag got played to the height.
And how much crap y'all give LeBron and KD's second oldest player in the league? But we're gonna go. So the flag has been planted in Dallas. The number 1 pick, Cooper Flag, is officially a Dallas Maverick coming to a loaded team. When the last time you seen a number 1 pick go to a team with future All-Stars that are currently playing, as well as a team that was literally in NBA Finals 2 years ago? So, I know y'all on that. What they gonna do against Dallas?
I mean, we're gonna get Dallas, but I mean, is Cooper Flag gonna live to the hype? He can play, but is he gonna be the face of the NBA in the future? No. But other than that, he can play. He won't be no face like LeBron, Michael Jordan, as the list go on, Magic Johnson, all that. But
We don't know though. We don't.
you're right, we don't know. But we can also predict. It's America. You can predict it.
Yeah,
you can play in the big.
Yeah.
He would not be the face of the NBA. He can play now, but he won't be the face.
Is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander the face of the NBA?
Is who?
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, the guy that just won the NBA championship with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Is he the face of the NBA?
That's not the face of the NBA.
He's not the face of the NBA.
LeBron is.
Okay,
Still.
so guess what? So I don't need Cooper Flag to be the face of the NBA to win a championship. I'm good with that. All right, we're going to
All right. The main deal on Dallas is like Spanish.
We know
Spanish grip. Hey, it's 2 questions. Hey, it's 2 questions. Hey, 2 questions.
And we know why he won.
Is Kyrie gonna be healthy and is AD gonna be healthy? You know those are humongous questions for guys
And
over
they
30.
need them.
So one of them go down, that's a whole different team. And then we're not talking about San Antonio. San Antonio is gonna be scary this
They're
year.
gonna be scared. Yes.
Defensively, they ought to be number 1 in the league.
So, just like, injuries are injuries. If KD go down, it's different for Houston. When the big boy San Antonio went down last year, San Antonio didn't do that.
Yeah, but
Darren
KD
Fox
didn't
got
have
hurt. I mean, he had blood clots. Blood clots can come anytime. And then Darren Fox coming off an injury. If he don't come back strong, they're gonna have opportunities too. So I'm not about predicting teams' ability to be successful based off of a potential injury because KD done missed the whole year because he got hurt, and everybody.
Is he more reliable than AD and Kyrie?
I mean, AD and Kyrie have missed less games than KD. Look it
You
up.
think so? We'll
Look it up. Look it up. They've missed less games than KD. When you put in the whole time that he was out, when he tore his Achilles, and he was rehabbing, when he got traded to Brooklyn, they've actually missed more time than KD. So with that being said, it's going to be interesting. So it's going to be interesting. More NBA updates to come. We can't cover everything on this We Are Back show, but be on the lookout. The NBA championship is going through the West, and I really think it's going to go through Texas.
Yes.
Whether it's going to be Houston, San Antonio, or Dallas, the NBA championship is going to go through Texas because the West is loaded and the East is weak, and whoever comes out the East, I don't think they're going to be ready for the beast out of the West. So, moving right along, one of Truesdale's favorites, college football. Tuesday, I'm gonna let you talk about whatever team you want to start with. If I were you, I would start with the number one team in the country, but I don't want to seem biased. Tuesday,
Well, I was talking about the number one team in the country. I'm gonna start off talking about the biggest game in the country. 1 and 2. I mean, that's the first time happening in a long time.
Who's won?
Who's won?
Texas long.
Texas, Ohio State. Here's my thing. Everybody want to see the man that gonna live to the hype.
Yes.
He put the pressure. He people down here. And I think it's a little haterism because the boy be getting so much pub.
So much
But I'm
money.
gonna tell you right now, Texas will win the first game. Manny will be MVP. And I know he's gonna be talked about the whole week on ESPN, CBS, NBC, all sports college, Google and everything. It's gonna be hot, it's gonna be on fire. Now I will say this. To me, they are the two top Heisman Trophy. The Smith kid, full out there, Dylan at Ohio State was the best freshman. I thought should have really won Heisman last year. And is definitely the best football player in the country, in Archie Manning. So that's gonna be a big interesting thing. So it's crazy how they got the game 11 o'clock kickoff. Of course, I know game day gonna be there, and I know it's gonna be hot, cramping. I hope teams have pickle juice. Keep from getting cramped, but it's gonna be exciting. I can't wait to see it. I'm going with UT and going with Archie Manning being the MVP.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think it's going to be a close game, exciting game in the 20s. But I see UT winning.
Yeah, and they did it before. Everybody talking about it's the offshoot. Well, they did it before that. So
Hey, what they end up doing after that?
winning that championship.
Okay.
So Steve Sarkisian, one of the best coaches in college football, has gotten his team ready with a mindset that they've done it before, so why can't they do it again? They went to Alabama and won in Alabama. They went to the Big House last year and won in Michigan. So going to, Ohio State this year, it's just another opportunity to prove just how good this program is and what he's built at the University of Texas in Austin. Secondly, Ohio State, to their credit, national champions, earned it on the field. But what does that cost you a lot of times? It costs you coordinators. They lost their coordinators. So with getting coordinators and new coordinators, then guess what? That means that the lights actually go out on your program sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like they just went out on us.
Yeah.
The lights actually go out on your program when you're trying to rebuild. You can't start as quickly as you want to because you got new coordinators, right? So I really feel like that Ohio State is going to give a good game, but my prediction is Texas by at least 10 points. A lot of people think it's going to be closer than that. I wouldn't be surprised if they win by 14 or 17, but it'll be at least 10 simply because Texas is bringing back their coordinators. Texas is bringing back a top QB that got experience last year, and where they have inexperience, they have depth.
All right.
Well, I disagree with what you said about new coaches coming in because sometimes we get major programs, especially in college, because they got the money to pay. A lot of times when coaches do lose their coaches, they bring strong coaches in. So trust me, you know, that's not going to be a factor because it's another good coach coming in. It's like saying, like University of Maryland, they was winning back in the days, and they lost. Ed Reed. It wasn't rebuilding; they was reloading. So sometimes you reload on a good coach. Sarkis could lose his coordinator. He could be good, but he could also get another one. And they get him out the league because they're going to give him a big bag. Yeah. So they putting the money in that program. So, you know, Ohio State can switch coordinators for the last couple of years, and they all been good. But other opportunities happen. The head coach happen. Other opportunities. So, I mean, that's not going to be a factor at all. It's not hurting Ohio State at all.
Now, I got a question for you, Mo.
Okay.
All right. You been a UT fan.
You mean alum?
Alum
Okay.
and fan. And
Go ahead.
How confident are you in Arch Manning?
Oh, super confident. Super confident. I mean, a lot of people thought he should have been playing at the end of the year last year.
Right.
With that being said, I'm okay with the direction they decided to go in. Arch Manning adds an element that we didn't have last year with respect to the mobility.
Yeah.
He adds an element that even his uncles didn't have, either Peyton or Eli, with the mobility. And keep in mind, this is a young man. I almost said kid, but I call him kid.
No,
This is a young man.
now.
This is a young man that grew up in the Manning Academy.
Right.
So you're talking about, you know, Truesdale's biggest thing. All these quarterbacks, they can't read no defense. They can't read no defense. I mean, you can say that, try to say that about Arch if you want to, but he had to be blind to say he can't read defenses.
Right.
And what he come through. So, you know, he's going to get the opportunity to showcase that. He's got a strong arm. He can make all the throws. So I expect him to be.
I've been saying that kid day one. I knew when I first saw that kid in ninth grade, I said, well, this kid is special. And when I saw him in the ninth grade, I already knew he was better than Peyton and Eli. Together at that age, the boy was seeing. Then on top of that, you know, the boy, just like his grandpa and just like his daddy was an athlete. He was a play quarterback. And he played wide out to the neck injury. And this grandpa is one of the most athletic quarterbacks in college football.
Right.
And most athletic
he was.
in pros. He never complained, took a beating to death. You know what I'm saying? And this is the kind of nice guy he is, because I got to spend plenty of time with him going down to the Dominican. Very, very down-to-earth guy. He wasn't rushing for his grandson to start, because he runs the show. But the old man is very smart. And he wasn't rushing for him, putting the pressure on him. Let him be a kid. Everybody keeps saying, oh, he's going to come out. I know the station's got a contest, but let everybody know I can tell you right now, he's going to be there for 3 years. He ain't going nowhere. So, I mean, but kid, he's outstanding.
So with that being said, whenever you start talking about the University of Texas football, the lights actually come back on. So
yeah, because the reality, Texas really never had no outstanding quarterbacks. You know, the best quarterback they had was Vince Young. You got Little was the first black quarterback.
He's not an outstanding quarterback. Vince Young was an outstanding quarterback.
No, Vince Young was
the history of
an
Texas.
outstanding quarterback.
If you're a program and you have your best quarterback, and he was really good like you are, then you got the other quarterbacks, to me, was just average guys.
Okay.
They
Talking about Colt McCoy.
You know, and what hurt Sims was Ray Davis' system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was
had potential to be better than that.
Yeah, I think he did. He played Ray Davis' system because that's why he struggled, because they changed the system for him.
Yeah.
So if you look at the history of Texas really never just had no outstanding quarterbacks. With Sarkisian there, yeah, he's gonna keep it in for him to get the best known player in the country. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's the offensive guru too.
So we could spend a whole show talking about Texas. You know, I would definitely want to do that. But let's talk about another matchup on that same Saturday, August 30th. We got 1 versus 2, but we also got the showcase against the Tigers. And Clemson Tigers versus LSU Tigers in Death Valley, the Death Valley that's actually South Carolina. What you think about that team? What you think about that matchup, Malik, and who you got?
Oh, that's easy. LSU all day, baby. Hey, LSU.
All right.
Hey, Clemson been good, but I got you.
Hold on. Let him go.
It's the Superdome, right?
No, it's gonna be in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, in South Carolina. I'm still going with LSU. I like the quarterback coming back. You know they got the skill positions. I know Clemson's going to be hard to beat in their own state, but they're at Death Valley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's going to be hard, but I think LSU's going to pull that out. LSU, to me, was coming together at the end of the year. And I think the quarterback has a chip on his shoulder and something to prove, so he can be drafted high. So I just really believe LSU's going to win now.
Pat, what you got?
I mean, I'm gonna say this: you playing in Clemson is a hard place to win. They got a good quarterback, kid out of Austin, West Lincoln. You know,
Cade Klubnik?
yes, but my knock question mark out on LSU is their defense. They didn't have nobody defense last year. And Kelly known for not having the defense, even if at Notre Dame. So they got to show us that they got the defense. Right now they're going to Clemson. I'm going to Clemson. I'm telling you right now, they got to get better on their defense. Alpha straight. They got to be on their defense. He gonna have pressure on him.
No, the pressure on
pressure on Coach. Coach better step up.
Hey, this year, are you out of there? Really? Let's keep it real.
So I agree with what both of you guys are saying. On paper, Clemson should win, and they probably should win, by at least seven points. Here's what I've been reading about LSU. So LSU has lost the first game of the season for the past few years, and it's been an albatross around Coach Kelly's neck, literally. They've got off to a slow start. I've actually been to a couple of those games. They played Florida State in New Orleans. In New Orleans, they got beat. They played Florida State the next year in Orlando. They got beat. They got beat last year in their opener, and so Brian Kelly's come out and said he's putting everything, unlike any other time, they put a lot of focus on this first game. So because of that, I'm going to say LSU is going to win in a close game, but I still got Clemson being,
his back is against the wall as a coach.
Like I say, at the end of the day, defense so hard. When I see improvement on that defense, they have a chance. But before what I saw last year, I had to predict them going to Clemson. And they got to go down there. So,
I mean, if you didn't have Arch Manning, I mean, some people say that their quarterback, they would have the top quarterback in the country with Nussmeier. His dad being a former offense coordinator, and he's a four-year starter over at LSU. Third year, I think, in this system, so he knows the system.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a big
win.
Defense win championships.
Defense
win championship. In a game like this, big-time college games, you got to have a defense because Clemson is known for that. Clemson has a program where they built a program like an SEC team. For you to win a championship, you have to build your team like an SEC team, like USC did back in the days with Pete Carroll. Ohio State is a prime example too. So they got dogs there. They always recruit good. If you don't have no defense, you're in trouble.
Now I got one question. What's up with U of H, Stephen F. Austin?
It's probably a blowout.
A blowout by who?
Stay with the Pacers.
A blowout by who?
I know that where we at. I'm asking you.
I mean, we get to that, but I mean, it's gonna be a blowout.
Who's winning?
U of H, of course.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Let's go ahead and just give a quick who we got, what we like for the Texas teams. So U of H, what you like about this year, Tuesday?
Sure. I mean, I like head coach. He's a winner.
Yeah.
Now the key thing is the kid Manning transfer. We got to see what he do. But they got the little kid from Ridgepoint. They're having a good camp. Defense is gonna be straight. I love Lake Thompson, shout out to him and his dad, Tony Thompson. He's going to be a big impact at the safety position there. So, the good thing is the quarterback play good, and Coach Willie Fisher figured it out. He'll figure it out because he's a winner.
Okay.
He's a winner. They get through that. The big game be the next game because they play Colorado.
Right.
I think they'll beat them. So.
All right. So Malik, what you got on? What you think about SMU? What you know anything about SMU? What they got going on?
SMU, I know they got a lot of money. They're in the ACC now.
Absolutely. So they got a big matchup against Clemson this year. So that's going to be one of their tougher matchups. And the tight end coming back, Russell Maryland's son, he's rehabbing from an ACL. He would have went pro if he hadn't tore his ACL last year. So they got a lot of talent.
SMU is
they were
back.
Good last year. I remember they were like the Pony Express again.
They back. Everything is illegal now, and
so they. I
tell everybody, these kids rush to A&M, rush to Texas. They look. That's one of the hottest programs right there.
Yeah, it is.
Tech throwing the bread out too, but I'm just saying.
What about TCU?
Legal? Nah.
No.
SMU is back. SMU is a national program.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, they got in the ACC, paid themselves to get in there, went to the championship, had a slow start. They came back, the time was ran out of them. They accomplished a lot.
Yeah, they take
That's a
advantage
high
of it.
program, you know, and I love to see them 1 year to have Texas and Texas A&M on the schedule.
Right.
That'd be something to see. But
I think-
I'm expecting some big things from this year.
Go ahead.
They keep them be consistent. I'm expecting some good things. SMU is hot. It's
Yeah.
hot like fire.
Hey, I look at it like this. You got all this great Texas talent playing against ACC talent. So I knew it was just a matter of time before SMU was going to catch up. And I think right now they kind of the cream of the crop of the ACC. At least top 3 teams, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure.
Miami,
Miami,
only
Clemson,
been in there
Miami,
for a couple
Clemson,
of
SMU.
years. Man, hats off to them. I think they're doing a great job.
So more to come. We're gonna spend some more time. So all you TCU Horned Frogs, all you Rice Owls, all you Stephen F. Austin,
Baylor Bears.
Baylor Bears, Sam Houston. We're gonna spend some more time. We're gonna spend some more time talking about y'all in upcoming episodes. But as we said, we're back, so we want to make sure that we touch all the key topics that are very, very pertinent that's going on. So you know what? We got to wrap up with the NFL.
Well, I want
Oh, what you got?
to wrap up, talk some HBCU football.
Oh yeah, my bad.
We're going to have the SWAC and the Media Challenge. So it's going to be North Carolina Central. Shout out to my boy, Coach Oliver. It's going to be Southern. They're playing in Southern Atlanta. I'm playing
Oh, that's a big line.
But I'm
Georgia Dome.
definitely going with North Carolina Central. Trey Oliver, Coach Trey Oliver, and my boy Coach Clay. Shout out to linebacker coach. So that's going to be a big game. Going to be rocking. You know, I expect to be a big crowd. You know, Southern already there. North Carolina not too far from it, so that's gonna be a good one this weekend, this Saturday, and I think we're at Georgia State Stadium. Yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna be a good one. Yeah, so that's something different. Look forward to see that.
Hey, they need to do more of that, where they got the different conferences from the other regions of America playing each other that are black. You know, it's always kind of been they up there and we're down here. So this is going to open it up, and I think it's going to also
They've been
show.
doing that a long time.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's going to really open up nationally, though. You know,
So Truesdale, who are your top 2, top 3 HBCU football programs this year?
Oh, yeah, well, I'm gonna say my top 3 teams. I say
We ain't gonna hold you to it.
Grambling, Jackson State,
Okay.
and North Carolina. I say North Carolina Central. They're pretty strong. And I said I put Howard in there too. But I put Morgan State in there. I'm sorry, Morgan State.
yeah, I heard Morgan
So
State.
Morgan State, Jackson State, who's the third?
It's Grambling.
Who?
Grambling State.
Grammar State? Okay, cool.
All right, I got one question.
What you got?
All right, so how is Prairie View and TSU going to be? Just short, sweet.
For the last 5 years, it's gonna be like that's all I gotta say.
All right.
I think
On to the next one.
I think PV is gonna be rebuilding a little bit. They got new coaches, right?
Yeah.
They got new coaches, so I think they'll be rebuilding a little bit.
TSU.
TSU, I think they're gonna perform better than they did last year.
That's what I believe.
I think it's another year in that system, and
I know Graham gonna be good.
They're bringing back- they're bringing back some-
Hey, Swain going to be tough here.
bringing back some key players. So look forward to as we get closer, especially as the season goes on, we get closer to the homecomings. We got some more treats that are coming that way. So NFL. You can't talk NFL football without talking about them boys.
And I ain't been
Them boys. Before we talk about the boys, who everybody want to talk about, America's team. Before we get to America's team,
Respect the crew. Let's talk about the Texans.
yeah, go ahead, Truesdale. Go ahead. Let's talk about that second team.
I'm excited
Texas.
about Texas. I'm excited about the receiving core they got.
I love
The kid Higgins, and the kid, known kid from Iowa State.
Iowa State, yep.
Higgins
We
already
won on
started.
them.
We won big time on
Yep.
them. They are playmakers. They put them in the clinic. They showing out for camp. And another kid I like, the Marks kid. He played at Mississippi State. Played his last year at LSU. We need a good back, little back to catch out the back.
Right.
Texas, I mean, look, them Iowa State wide receivers, they gonna be a big impact early. I wouldn't be surprised if Higgins make the Pro Bowl. That's how
No,
it is.
for real.
Now,
If
the running back,
Higgins, Iowa State rookie.
Like
Rookie
I
wise.
say, the running back Marks from USC plays last year. He's good catching out the backfield. Defense gonna be straight. The other kid, Noah, it's on. I think the offensive line gonna look a little better. Everybody keeps saying we're about that, but last year the guy, the dumb coach, had him running his own one side of the line, running another. That's why they looked so bad.
Right.
But the big question of the Texans is gonna be C.J. Sharp.
You doggone right.
He's the question mark.
Yep.
He got to step it up. You can't get out there and get all that emotional. You got to get out there.
So I can't put my head in Malik's chest like CJ did last year.
Ain't no man's gonna cry nothing.
You got to toughen up.
You got to toughen up.
You got to toughen up.
My thing is, you got to toughen up. You got to run more. The way he played that prep game, you got to do that. Slinging the Tim like to get in. So I don't know, some soft sides in it. He's the question mark. He's gonna be the key.
Yeah, because it's either, he gonna be our quarterback of the future, or we gotta be looking for something else next year. I really believe this is the year. He has a lot of pressure on him right now, on himself. If he does his job with all the weapons they gave him, we're Super Bowl contenders, plain and simple. All right.
So
I look about Higgins from Iowa State, the other guy, the other wide receiver from Iowa State too. So everybody healthy, Tank Dell and everybody else, Nico. Sky's the limit, man.
Tank Dell.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
but Nico,
the uniform logo. They loaded receivers.
Hey, we loaded at receivers. You know what I'm saying? Just taking care of the football, running. The offensive line protecting CJ, but to me, it's really on CJ because he's the leader of the team. He's a quarterback. How he acts and moves, everybody else kind of follows. So if he rolls up here this year, Super Bowl contenders.
So, here's what I'll say about the Texans. They don't have many holes when you look at the roster up and down. So you start looking at the running backs. They got Mixon coming back. They brought in Dick Chubb, which is huge. And to what Trudell said, they drafted a running back. So you start looking at the receivers. They still got Nico, which is number one receiver. And then they drafted those two kids out of Iowa State, those two young men out of Iowa State. And then they just feel so confident about their receiving core. I don't know if you guys saw this. They just traded Michie. They traded Michie to the Eagles. So you don't trade a receiver that's playing for you and know your system unless you're super confident in what you got already in camp. And so, Nico is a defensive coach. He's a defensive guy. He's going to have that defense, humming. And I predict that the Texans will go to at least the second round of playoffs. Maybe the AFC Championship game, maybe, because we all know the AFC is loaded. This is no knock against the Texans, but you start thinking about the Buffaloes of the world, the Kansas Cities of the world, the Baltimore's of the world. Yeah, they can play with all of them. They can play with all of them. But here's my question, and this goes to you, Truesdale. If everything is equal, and who are you picking? You picking Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar, or you picking CJ? That's where the difference is going to come in. Those three quarterbacks, you got to pick all three of those quarterbacks over CJ right now.
Of course.
So that's why that might be the thing that's going to keep the Texans, at least this year, from getting to where they can get.
That's what we all just said. CJ is the one.
We got to step it up.
But you said they were on Super Bowl.
I said if he plays, he does what he's supposed to do. We are Super Bowl.
We still got to give him another. He's playing, so we still got to give him a chance. But it's crazy too. You talk about going to Philadelphia. It's like Philadelphia taking out our players. But it took Green out for the season. Who was the worst offense? Who was the worst first rounder? Houston never got him. He's done. He tore his shoulder up down there trying to talk somebody's interception. But my thing with Philly was I had an argument with my friends. I was saying Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. And I tell everybody that's on the record right now, Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Tell him since he can't hear.
So let me hear. Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson.
What kills me is they got the same situation. Now, Lamar is a hell of a strictest athlete, but you got to be more than an athlete to play quarterback. I mean, name a game where he drove downfield, won the game. You look at both of them, they got good defenses, running backs, everything. It's always excuses. And the window was getting tight in Baltimore. So why he can't get to the Super Bowl? Jalen been to the Super Bowl twice, outplayed Mahomes twice, won it, and they're gonna repeat again because after they repeat, it's not the same. and might win 3 because where their salary cap is. So it's like the weather's getting
I
tight.
don't want to hear none of that.
And Lamar throwing us, it is what it is. He brings all the records. I told you, he's the James Harden of the NFL.
Somebody got to get that boy to study film.
Yeah, study film, exactly.
Somebody got to get that boy to study film, man.
So here's what I say when you start comparing Lamar Jackson to Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
If you start looking at it, we all know quarterbacks, they need help, right? Well, arguably, most people said that Philadelphia had the best offensive line in the league last year. So that's check for Jalen Hurts. Whose receiver core are you taking? Philly's receiving core or Baltimore or anybody else's receiving core last year?
Who tight ends
Can
I
I finish?
I'm asking tight ends.
I obviously let you.
Who tight end gonna take?
I asked about wide receivers though.
And I'm asking about tight ends.
So answer mine and I answer yours.
I'm asking you.
Huh?
I said Philly.
Okay. So tight ends, who you gonna take? You gonna take
Baltimore.
You gonna take Baltimore's tight end?
Yeah, that is.
Well, in case you didn't know, Andrews last year had the lowest amount of yards out of all the starting tight ends in the league last year that played X amount of snaps. So go ahead and check it out. So you go look at Philly's tight ends, you look at Andrews. Now Andrews led the league in touchdowns, but he dropped a sure-handed pass in the playoffs.
You shouldn't even been in that position. See, what kills me is this. Everybody say Philly got this better. Quit those excuses for Lamar Jackson. Number one, Philly had the number one defense. But if you ain't even number one, you in the top 3, you still good. He got a big horse in the backfield, playing like he been playing like he 2 years in the league. Big Henry. He got a good receiving core. Let's get it right. Regardless of the best, he got a hell of a that boy from Boston College could go.
Yeah,
They got a good offensive line. They got a good defense. One of the best D tackle they just paid. All I'm saying is this, regardless of the best, it's a Super Bowl team, and they've been better than Philly for the last 6 years. Of course, Philly is better than them now. And the man taking advantage of it. The first thing everybody say, just stop the running game, make Jalen throw. Jalen aired that thing up and won. All I'm going to say is this, the salary cap is there. They're going to be good. They might 3-peat. They're going to win again. If Jalen win again, it's over. There's nothing I can say because that one was getting tight down there. And tell that boy how to throw to his receivers during the offseason. But I can't even finish the sentence. Now, it's hard. Take the damn girl out your mouth and look like a quarterback on the field. I tell him and Jalen pass that guy in front of GQ magazines and everything. Representing H-Time. Come on, man. I better get up. And I don't think he get a lot of love for you like you should.
Nah, not like you should.
So
Bonafide superstar.
hey, this is not an indictment on Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson. All I was pointing out, and since you start talking about who you would pick, who you taking, Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry? You brought it up. Like, come on.
No, I said Lamar Jackson. They ain't got to do. He got him, but he got him running back too. And the crazy thing, normally this boy been playing 10 years, but the only kid like the younger he brought.
So we talking about Jalen Hurts being better with a better receiving core, a better running back, a better offensive line,
And he's taking advantage of it. And he's winning.
Okay.
But it doesn't have nothing to do with being better. Regardless of the best out of Henry and Barkley, if you're a coach, you're going to take one of them. You can't have both of them. Come on, man.
You know what it makes? It reminds me of. It reminds me of 2 players. One is more talented than the other, physically gifted wise, right?
Yeah.
But the other one's studying.
He's
He's doing film. He's seeing where he screwed up. He's trying to not make that mistake.
You gotta go with your receivers during the offseason. You play Kansas City first game of the season. Easy throw. Shoot, Woodridge quarterback could have made that throw. This boy had a tall way around it.
I ain't seen
that play before that. He overthrow the ball right there.
I ain't seen the Woodridge quarterbacks win MVPs, but you know.
I've been saying high school.
We're talking about the next level for Lamar. Right now, hey, let's keep it real. But hey, the media's gonna crucify him if he doesn't go anywhere. He has got to go to the Super Bowl.
No, you're right.
The pressure's on him right now.
Pressure's on.
So let's not say this before I start talking about the boys. You go all this quarterback controversy. Let's go to Cleveland. Man, both of those guys are average, but they pumping this stuff up. And I know because of the last name and everything, but it's like, are both of those guys are future franchise quarterbacks? Can you predict that now? I know that kid from Ole Miss, Jackson. He look like Dart look like a franchise quarterback right now. You know, it's his preseason. Everybody get pumped up behind preseason, minicamp, but the way he looking, the way he taking control. Me and Melo had a conversation the other day. He was saying, what team you know been to the playoffs with a good backup quarterback? Well, the Giants might not have went to the playoffs, but the Giants got the best backup quarterbacks. Look like right now in the NFL, they might have a chance to go to the playoffs. You got,
of course, you got Jameis Winston,
and you got this. The way this kid,
you got Dart.
He might be the second string. And you got Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, because all these quarterbacks been in the first, second round for the last couple of years, been busts. They just announced today Daniel's going to start over Richardson.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
but my thing is, some of these guys you just ain't got to pick in the first round. And sometimes the best quarterbacks play fourth round. Your boy Dan got his money, got Montana with the sixth round and all that. But to me, it's like different shades, it's entertaining, it's what, but none of these two dudes they're not no franchise quarterbacks.
To me, I look at it as they drafted on potential. When I think of Richards and the guy up in Dallas, what's his name, Trey, from the
Trey Lance.
Yes.
Trey Lance. He's not in Dallas.
He's looking good with that.
He's
looking good in his preseason, but he's looking good.
In San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's in LA.
But once again,
but they drafted a lot on potential.
he needed a couple of years. This is 4 years.
It's about
They don't have time to wait. I'm seeing.
But sometimes,
Right now, I'm seeing they got time to
sometimes it's
wait.
about the system. When you look at Sam Darnold, he played in a good system last year. Well, you got Harbaugh's a good quarterback coach. So he's
gonna have some
preseason. He looked real good. He improved a whole lot.
So let's talk about Shador. To me, Shador, Billy Gabriel, Jackson Dart, they've all looked about the same from the preseason. With Cam Ward, they've all looked about the same. I mean, you got the number one pick, and he ain't looked that great.
Well, I know.
Preseason.
But he's been killing it in the training camp. See, y'all look at the games. I mean, look at the training camp. He's been doing good. But Jackson been doing the best. Right now, Jackson been doing the best in practice. Jackson doing the best in the game. You look at his percentage, what he's doing. He's doing his thing.
But
He's been like a franchise.
ain't none of them don't really play this year except for Cam Ward, so we're going to see what Cam Ward can do in the games.
The question is Shador going to be on the roster? Is he going to be on the practice squad? Or is he going to be in the organization?
Or is he going to move? Right?
Move. You know, how long they going to let him bounce around? That's the good question. We already know. I don't like the way the owner put the GM under the bus. It's obvious that he's going to try to come back after the season.
Yeah, they could be in year 5.
Knowing he drafted him.
Yeah.
Put that boy on the back.
Shador will be on the team. Dylan Gabriel will be on the team. They've already announced they're going to start Joe Flacco. And then they got Kenny Pickett in there as a trade piece / insurance. But I think
but Shador could be a trade piece too, though.
it could be.
Because here's the thing. They said the boy throwing shade is not entertaining. It's just a lot and fans going crazy. And if they have the choice, I wouldn't be surprised they get rid of Shador, whether they trade him and cut him. Because they don't want that trouble.
They're not cutting.
We don't know.
Yeah, you can't do it. They're not finna
We
cut
don't
him.
know.
So here's what I tell you. Pat, I will buy you a beverage if they cut Shador.
Well, I mean, my thing is this.
I will buy you a beverage if they cut Shador. If he ain't on the 53 man
I really don't care.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
You say
He might not make the team. He might be on the practice squad. It's easy to bet that, but it's a lot of stuff.
He gonna be on the team.
Man, listen, man, it's a lot of stuff I'm going behind the scene. There's a lot of politics with that stuff.
Okay.
And if they have a choice to put on the 53 roster out of him and Gabriel, they're gonna put Gabriel on there. That's what they're gonna do. And
Here's what I tell you. If they put Shador on the practice squad, somebody gonna go pick him up.
well,
And then they lose their draft
We
pick.
gotta wait and see.
They ain't gonna put him on the practice squad.
Because if the boy would have never got drafted by the Browns, he would have never got drafted at all. There's a lot of inside dirtiness going on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can tell they're making the
Yeah, I mean, they're making some
mistakes. They
mistakes.
making
Yes.
But they've already made that. They've already
They
made
ain't made nothing, man. And anything happen, old boy gonna win before he's gonna win. That boy had a good game the other day. They talk about the pick six. He was 5 times on third down. Even
Yeah,
if
he
he
was
played
19.
as long as he played good in their eyes, they gonna show favors in him.
You gotta let it play out.
What I was about to say before I was so rudely interrupted
It was worth it.
is,
Good interruption.
guess what? Shador is going to get an opportunity. Dylan Gabriel's going to get an opportunity. They both have shown that if you put them on a practice squad, that somebody's going to pick them up. So that means they got to keep them on the roster unless they want to feel like they wasted draft choices.
I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna say no name. I ain't gonna say no name. And I'm gonna tell you what a couple of agents I talked to, and they said that asking teams why I didn't pick him, said no, we couldn't touch him. They said we couldn't touch him. And even in preseason, you know, when he did, he had a good preseason game, but it's preseason because the relievers are. And it's just so much stuff going on behind the scene. What's going on with Shador? You know, personally, me, his daddy got him blackballed, and he came in. You know, he came in.
Arch Manning.
Well, he's not Arch Manning.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the way Arch Manning did it. That's a whole nother story we'll talk about next week. But we get back. I want to finish that conversation next week. At the end of the day, you know, he may get picked up, but then again, he may. You know, some black quarterbacks don't be around a long time as backups. They don't. Start being around. So it's some inside stuff going on where they got something against that last name.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna sit there, he's gonna happen. That's gonna be a lot of corrupt stuff going on, and it's gonna be a lot of teams that are not gonna pick him up. And he had one opportunity, but still, it shouldn't be like that.
You don't need a lot of teams to want to pick them up. All you need is one in the right situation. But before we digress, we got to talk about the boys, and we got to talk about America's team. And before you're gonna be surprised at how I want to jump in to talk about America's team, because I'm going to talk about a young man that some people and most people may not have heard of, but he definitely has a connection to In the Tunnel. And Tuesday, I'm gonna say his name, and then I'm gonna let you talk a little more about him, because it looks like, according to our new head coach, he's gonna be in a position to be the starting nickel on the defense for the Dallas Cowboys, and that's Zion Childress. Tell us about it.
Zion Childress. Give you the story about this kid. He's a free agent from Decatur High School. Now, I always talk about him. I'm sure people out there hearing me talk about this kid, but that was one of the best things. You know, he had an injury that caused him not to get drafted. But the kid should have got drafted. But it's okay. Sometimes you're a late rounder. Sometimes it's good to go free agent when you go where you want to go. Yeah. David Overstreet, good friend of mine, was a new safety coach. It's crazy about this kid. So I knew that was going to be a better fit. Dallas been needing, you talk about this for the longest, but Dallas been needing a good nickel back for the longest. Yeah. This kid come in and train. This kid got announced as a starter last week. Train camp not even over. It was over after this week. And this kid, like the head coach say, playing multiple positions. This kid is going to be something to watch. And I wouldn't be surprised this kid make the rookie team his first year. He's smart, hell of a player. You know, I mean, I seen this kid coach on the field where he putting guys in the secondary in place when they played Tennessee. When I was down in Knoxville when Kentucky played them. Man, my boy, shout out to my boy Crazy D. He got a hell of a son. He's doing his thing. I'm proud of him. And he's going to be really a major impact. Now, what's funny is, I don't know if he's going to keep the number. They got him at 48. Hope they take with it. Hey, he might make a statement, but nah. Zion Childress, I salute you, brother. And I'm proud of you, man. And that's going to be somebody to watch. Zion Childress and the whole defense with the Cowboys.
So
he's on.
Yeah. So he's an undrafted free agent out of Kentucky. If he hadn't gotten hurt, probably would have been drafted. So sometimes, those unfortunate things end up being the most fortunate thing about you from that standpoint. But let's talk a little bit about, let's talk about George Pickens, baby.
George Pickens is
what you think?
I've been told you that acquisition.
Malik, what you got, Malik? Let's go. Let Malik go. What you got?
Hey, I always said last time we was on, I thought that was a heck of an accusation. I love his height, his speed, his radius on catching, and just to be on the bookend on the other end of CeeDee Lamb, formidable. I can't wait to see him. Now, off court, I ain't heard nothing. And that's the main question we had about him, off the court. So if he keep his nose clean, man, sky's the limit for that guy. I'm happy for him.
They love basketball.
Nah, I like him though. He's nice.
Truesdale, what you think about Pickens?
They need him. If Pickens keep his head right, they need that. I mean, that need that other guy. They take pressure off of CD. But they look at both. I think they both can build a great duet together.
Yeah.
And build a team together. You know, if he stay out and keep his head clean, you know, shoot, that's gonna be major for Dallas. Everybody want to blame that all the time.
Oh, he's gonna be on deck now on this one.
So I just want to clear something up because everything I've seen about Pickens and my research from Pittsburgh, and I've actually talked to a couple of different people. I want to kill that narrative about keep your head clean, keep your nose clean, all that good stuff. But here's the reason why.
Yeah.
If any of us sitting at this table right now was told that, hey, I need you to make sure that everybody online can hear you, but you ain't got no working mic, then we get frustrated. We would get frustrated. Right. Think about the quarterbacks, because he was supposed to be number one receiver in Pittsburgh. They brought him to be number one. Think about the quarterbacks he had throwing to him.
Yeah, he had true.
And they looking at him like, why you ain't doing better? So he was obviously frustrated, and no knock. It's probably other ways he could have handled it, but even some of the greats, CD went off on the sideline last year. Michael Irvin went off on the sideline in the past. Dez Bryant went off the sideline in the past. You've had Terrell Owens go off the sideline in the past. So that doesn't make you a bad guy. That means that you're frustrated when other people are trying to hold you accountable, but they ain't giving you no help. So I don't know. Him and CD got a great relationship. Though everybody says he's one of the most likable people in the locker room. So just because he went off a couple times on sign, and they say he want to win. He get used to losing. He went to Georgia and won a national championship. Melvin.
Fuck what that locker room says. Excuse my language. That boy's a headache. And he was a headache in Pittsburgh. He had outbursts like Antonio Brown and Terrell Owens. Man, come on, man. You can't have outbursts like that, okay? Now, I hope he gets it together, but he act a fool. He's a hell of a talent, but he act a fool. Okay. And he was a head case in the locker room. So, once again, like we said, Melissa said, keep your head clean. Just going up with a good attitude.
Yeah,
going with outbursts. CD, the way CD went out is totally different from that. Now, CD got to be crying for the ball. Then he thought he about to drop the ball.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Dad just look at one side. And then now he got open room for him. CD be fine. But other than that, I'm going to say this again. If Piggy don't have them outbursts, and you can't, if you don't want to have them outbursts like Tony O'Brien and Terrell Owens.
They want to get rid of that. They tired of it.
They play for one of the most down-to-earth coaches in the league. And I understand you're frustrated with quarterback. That happened. In this case, every receiver should have outbursts because there's not that many elite quarterbacks in the league. So there's a lot of receivers out here frustrated because they ain't got no quarterback. They want to win. I mean, come on, man. Let's just be real. Hey, come on. So is Andre Johnson back like that? No. And that's
Andre Johnson ain't getting interviews. Come on, man. You know the traded man Andre Johnson.
I'm serious. His character.
Andre Johnson was a quiet guy.
My point I'm trying to say.
When he talked, though, everybody listen.
My point I'm trying to say is this. It ain't about who talk, don't do interviews. At the end of the day, the boy still had class. All I'm saying is this. Him and Hopkins didn't have no consistent quarterbacks in what they did. And they both got one in Hall of Fame, the other one got a Hall of Fame career. You never see them do no outbursts going crazy.
Are you serious?
When he whipped that dude.
When he whipped that dude.
Yeah, come on, man. The Ravens get frustrated, man.
Okay, but he got frustrated, but not like Pitt. Pitt is on the level with Antonio Brown and Terrell Owens.
Okay.
Those are little young boys.
Okay.
Hey, it's funny you saying that, Antonio Brown and Terrell Owens, and they're like all-time greats, though.
I know.
So, it's like, do you take that chance? Hey, I might have to take that chance. And I think that's what Dallas did.
So we're talking about my boys. Obviously, they're in one of the toughest divisions in the NFL. What you think about Philly, Truesdale?
Repeat.
Repeat. What you think about Washington?
They're gonna be good. The key thing is, can Daniels do it the sophomore?
Yeah, because everybody got tape on him.
So I will tell you, Danes will have a better sophomore season than CJ had, just because he got better coordinators, and he's going to be a little better prepared with the offense that they're running.
Right.
So
about the coordinator with CJ, like I said, we probably talked about him earlier. He got to get hard.
He got to get hard. He got to get tougher.
Yeah. And then here's the thing: no matter how bad that offensive coordinator was, that ain't no excuse. You had to open field and run, and then he ate you tough because he don't like to get hit now.
So before we go, we're gonna make some early predictions. Your top 5 teams in the NFL. Malik, go with you. You don't have to put them in order, but just give me the top 5 teams.
Texans.
Okay.
The Eagles.
Okay.
The Bills.
Okay.
Detroit.
All right.
And a sleeper, San Diego.
Okay.
The LA Chargers. I keep saying.
Yeah, my
LA
bad.
Chargers.
I would put them at the bottom. They are the sleeper. I put the Chargers.
All right.
Texans.
Okay.
Buffalo.
Okay.
Kansas City.
All right.
Philadelphia.
All right. So let me go and give y'all the real list.
Uh-oh.
The list y'all should consider. Baltimore, Eagles, Bills, Cowboys.
Of course, you
They're lies now, man.
Cowboys, and I agree with y'all. They're gonna surprise people. It'll be based off the strength of their schedule. The Chargers are gonna surprise some people this year. Hey, In the Tunnel's back. Look for us multiple times during the week. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you check us out. Pat, what you got before we go?
Before I go, I'm looking forward. Looking at y'all crazy documentary tonight too with Jerry Loves. I'm looking forward.
Oh yeah.
And then the Kingdom. I can't wait to watch that again too. That was a good one, Kansas City though. But that I'm watching this ghetto documentary, which I'll get on.
Well,
Hey, better look at it. It might be the last time they've ever seen championship.
The guy goes, yeah.
You better watch it.
The fur coat.
I'm just saying.
You notice that Jerry hadn't been doing his job lately because we didn't talk about. Well, guess what? He got the documentary to keep the Cowboys out front, but we ain't talking about Michael Parsons and him not being in camp and not getting that contract.
Oh, that's a show, man.
But we're gonna talk about a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Hopefully, by the time we come back on the air, it'll be a contract signed. It'll
that's
definitely be
gonna
one signed before the season starts. But once again, thank you for tuning in. Look for us. We got some special guests that are coming up. So don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. In the Tunnel.
The store will be out soon with the gear.
Oh,
the rights out there. Hey man, I know my boy Kevin. Everybody been want to get shirts, so we got some big things for the show before I pop up. So it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. We're looking forward to this year. So last but not least, make sure you check us out on all of our social media. Please support. We're trying to get our likes up. We're trying to get our subscriptions up, and we really appreciate all of you who are following us right now.
And
so look forward to seeing you soon.
And definitely look forward to y'all coming to what to do barbecue. I know a lot of y'all gonna be at the Colorado game. All they need to go to the U of H game. This is the place to be. It's our main sponsor. Much love to my boy Papa Joe. So we looking forward and we looking forward to doing something on the big game on campus on the 12th.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Should talk about that 3-3 meeting.
Now, next week, I got my lights cut off the middle of the day.